Hey, Lakeside Peeps, Dr. Johnson here. Just want to show you some of the special features that you have available to really customize your experience when you're using the Sora app. So remember, the way we get there is we'll go up on the Lakeside page under Students and click there. Then we'll click on the Library Service Center tab. We can get to Sora under Student Resources up near the top. You'll see where the Sora Schmoop is. We'll click on that. Then we'll click on the green tab there using our Springdale Public Schools account. I'll click on my name. In this video, we're going to show you three things. We're going to show you how you can customize your overall Sora experience. We're going to show you some things you can do to customize how you read ebooks, like on your Chromebook, or remember, Sora also has an app that you can use on your phone. And we're also going to show you some things you can do when you want to listen to a book as well using Sora. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go down to where my bookshelf is. And as you can see right now, I've got 3 ebooks. I've got Behind the Screen, Benefits of Being an Octopus, Dreadnought, and also a soccer book called Furia that I just started. You can see I've got 3 audiobooks and also 1 ebook. So I'm going to go into Furia here, and I'm going to click on where it says Open Book. This is one of the ebooks here. And there's some changes I can make in here. Remember, I can use my arrows to read the text of this book. Right now I've got this on one-page view. One of the things I can do within a book is I can click on this icon up here, the circle, and you'll see now I've got 2 pages right next to each other. I can also switch that back if it's easier to just read one. I can do that. In here I can also change what the text looks like. I can do things like change the text scale, which means how big is it. So you can see I can go with really, really large text, or I can make it much smaller. But right now, I'm just going to put it in the middle. I can also change the lighting on my text, right? I had it in kind of that sepia. There's also dark and also high contrast as well. I'm going to switch it back to sepia for now. And then it'll also let you choose some different fonts here, but more about that later. I can also go hide. One of the things that's also available in here is we also have a dictionary. So if I find a word like the word unity here that I don't know, I can hit the keys Shift and D at the same time, and then I can type in that word. It'll give me a couple different definitions and also some synonyms for some words I might find in the text that I might not know. So then I'll go hide. And then a couple other things you can do. You can also bookmark your progress. So I'm going to hit pause on reading that one and go back to close. Then I'm going to show you a couple things that you can do just for your overall Sora experience. So if I click over here on the 3 dots, or I guess they call it the hamburger sometimes, I'll click on that. And then you'll see down below here, there are some settings. And I could click on these one by one, but I'm going to go to where it says All Settings. This is just kind of like a one-stop shopping place. And in here, I can change the language. So let's say I read better in Spanish. I could click on that. And it'll change that. You can see this is what it looks like in the book Furia that I'm reading. I'm going to switch this back to English here. And one thing to note about the changes that we're looking at in this video is that anytime you make a change, you won't have to go back in and change the setting every single time you log into Sora. It just, once you make a change in Sora for your settings, it stays with you until you go and change it. But I'm going to go into all settings again, and this will show you just some of the different things. I can switch it into a different font that might make it easier for me to read. You can go high contrast. I can also go with the continue reading orb, and that just means that I can click right on a book, like I've got Furia open here, and it'll take me right to that book that I'm reading. A couple changes under the general tab that you probably want to make are to say search all your libraries. That'll save you from having to look at just the Springdale Schools collection or just the public library collection. You can also change your hold settings, if you want to get dibs on a book that's already checked out. One other setting I want to go over in the general settings is where it says landing periods. This is really handy. You can see that right now there's ebook and audiobook settings. So I can set these for 7 days or 14 days. Or let's say that I know that I'm going to need, maybe I've got a bigger book, or I know that I'm reading a book that's going to take me a little bit more time. You can also change these settings to 21 days. In the next part of this video, I want to show you how we can change some of the audio settings. So you can see right now I've got 3 audiobooks. I've got Behind the Screen, The Benefits of Being an Octopus, and Dreadnought. So I'm going to go ahead and open this audiobook. And then I can hit play if I want to listen to it. But up in the top, there's a couple things you can do to customize your listening experience for the books that you check out that are audiobooks. So again, we've got the bookmark feature up here. Here's a little bit about how you can change the audio settings.
With the bloody wet floors and the ceiling-high stacks of sheets, wraps, and blankets, Vanita Lynch was elbows deep in a vat full of dirty pillowcases.
Then you can also increase the speed a little bit.
Because she promised, she'd sworn on her mother's life, that she'd...
You can also slow it down. So if you need to listen to it at a little bit slower speed, like I'm going to try this at 0.75 here. You can also do
find a certain wind-up pocket watch belonging to Private Hugh Morton before the device was...
That's a little bit about some of the ways you can customize your Sora listening and ebook experience.